And my name is Tracy. I'm here with my friend, Dr. Gloria, and today we're going to make chicken pickle salad. Hi,
Yes.
Dr. G. How are you today?
Hello, dear heart. I'm fine. It's a little chilly, so I've got a sweater on, which I don't usually do, but it's actually not salad weather, but I think any time for a good healthy salad is good, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I'm the salad queen. A long time ago, I had a show I made up called Salad and Wine. And I would do salad and wine, and I had a lot of fun with that.
I bet you did.
So, but I love pickles, so I was very happy when I saw this recipe come by.
Oh, I do too. And tell me, what's your favorite? Because I like the bread and butter pickles, that little sweet and sour. What are your favorites?
I like Bubby's spicy dills.
Okay, so there you go, the spicy. But you're right. When I used to many years ago eat nightshades, Bubby's is really good. I agree. Okay, so you're making I believe you're making half the recipe, right? Instead of 4 cups of leftover chicken. It doesn't have to be leftover because I really should have put roasted chicken, but as I mentioned in the article, I am really a fan of the roasted chicken that I can buy in my local grocery store. I mean, they sell thousands a day. All it has is salt and pepper, so I don't have to worry about other spices. And I think you roasted your own chicken, didn't you?
Yep, right here, all grilled up.
All grilled up. Okay. So you're using 2 cups, is that right? The recipe
Yeah.
calls for 4, so Tracy chose to do half of it because she didn't need that much. If you do the 4 cups, it serves about 6 people. And so let me explain a little bit. If you want to have a whole meal, I've used bok choy. I love baby bok choy. And so what I've done also to serve it other than just with the chicken or leftover turkey, it's great for that. Is I steam the bok choy or um, the baby spinach just enough to soften it so that it's easy to chew. And then I put it, let it cool a little bit, and then I toss it with it. And it's really good. You might want to try that someday.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you have? We're supposed to have 4 cups of chicken. You're doing 2 cups. You got your nice big, oh, I love that glass um, measuring cup because how many cups is that? My biggest one is only 4 cups. That looks bigger.
This one's 8 cups.
Oh, I've never seen, and it's glass?
Yep, Pampered
I'm,
Chef.
oh, that's why I haven't seen it. Okay. Guess I got to start my list for Pampered Chef. That's a great one for mixing. You're right. So go ahead and put in your 2 cups of your chopped chicken. So this was roasted chicken that
Okay.
Tracy made. You can buy the roasted chicken in the store, the rotisserie chicken, or leftover turkey. I think that's the only 2 things I've used in this recipe. So now I had down a half a cup of very finely chopped celery. You used what? Did you use less or did you stick with a half a cup?
Oh, shoot. I did half a cup. I did half a recipe on the chicken only, but everything else it's measured out.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. It's great because I love the crunchiness of the pickles and the onions and the celery. That's what makes the salad so
Okay, so
interesting.
it's
So go
fine.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go
Okay, so
ahead.
yeah,
Put
I
in,
have a half a cup of celery.
okay, a 1/4 cup of pickles of your choice. I like dill pickles and bread and butter, but you do what you want. And they're chopped up, right?
Those are dill.
Okay. A 1/4 cup of red onions, very finely chopped.
Yep.
Got it. Love those ramekins. I use those for measuring too. Now, you said you couldn't find organic red grapes, so you chose blueberries. Remember that blueberries are extremely healthy, only not for people with inflammation. Tracy doesn't have inflammation, so she's eating blueberries. That's okay. You were able to find blueberries then that were organic, but not.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's the time of year. So she put in the blueberries. It would normally be a half a cup of red grapes, organic, cut in half. Okay. Don't you love it? She just kind of, and gravity takes over. Okay. Now a half a cup of avocado mayonnaise or plain Greek yogurt. What are you using?
Avocado mayo.
Perfect. That's my favorite, but sometimes I use a combination of both of that and either Greek yogurt um, or I've even had to use a little bit of sour cream sometimes when I don't chop enough to get what I need. Okay, then are you using a green apple?
Yep, I have it all chopped up right here.
Okay, perfect. And here's another suggestion. I've had people when I was doing my cooking classes in person that just chopped up the apple in little tiny pieces, which is fine if you prefer it that way. But when it's chopped the way Tracy did, I really believe that the juices and the sweetness of the apple blends better with the chicken. The juices get into it. So I don't suggest you cut it in little, or in bigger cubes in this recipe. Okay, then so you've got the apple. Now you got 2 tablespoons of pickle juice. So again, it's whatever pickles you chose, okay? And this ingredient is something that I added not too long ago, a half a teaspoon of celery seed. You don't have to add it if you don't choose to. If you have it handy, I just think it gives that little extra, it elevates the salad to the next level, I think. But if you don't have it, again, remember, this is a guide. So again, if you have turkey that you've cooked or a chicken that you've cooked for whatever recipe you've used, and you have some leftover, chill it, chop it up, and make the salad. It's delicious. Do you have celery seed?
Some, but I'm just gonna sprinkle it because I don't feel like going and getting the celery for a measuring thing.
Okay, no, you don't have to. Okay, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard or more if you want a little bit of a zing. I love Dijon mustard. I go through jars of it. So are you wanting a little more zing, or are you going to use just the 2 teaspoons?
Well, I just did the 2.
Okay. And then salt and pepper to taste. That's it.
So should I put the salt and pepper in now or later?
Now. Put it in now, and then you taste it, and then you put in more if you feel you need it.
Okay.
Okay. Now this salad is so easy because if you're going to go to a function, a potluck, a church buffet, whatever, even in the summer, in the spring, when you're going to go outdoors and you're going to picnic, it's a great salad. Just remember that by using mayonnaise, it has to be kept refrigerated. That's where people get food poisoning. I am going to show you some recipes that do not take mayonnaise so that you can take on boating trips in the summer or whatever that are delicious. This one does have mayo, so you have to make sure that you keep it refrigerated nice and cold. Don't assume it's going to be okay because it's not sitting in the sun. I have a ton of people that get food poisoning in the summer because they make their potato salads and all their salads with mayonnaise and then don't realize that it's really it needs to be refrigerated. It shouldn't be out more than about 15 to 20 minutes. So did you stir it real well? Okay, so taste it and tell me what you think. It's not a hard recipe. Tracy and I are trying to show you that not everything has to be complicated. Do you like the blend of the flavors?
Oh, yeah.
Did you cut the blueberries in half, hon, or did you leave them whole?
Oh, I just left them whole.
Okay, so when you use berries, now there again, you can use strawberries, you can use raspberries, blueberries as Tracy did, or red grapes, which is my favorite. But make sure you cut them in half if you can, because again, those juices will meld into all of the other ingredients. Now, the other thing too is that green grapes, so red or green grapes, when they're in season and you can get organic ones, are amazing. So what do you think?
Really good. I like the zing of the dill and the bite of the Dijon.
Okay, so the other thing that you could do, Tracy, is if you have some nice fresh parsley, because I know you have a beautiful herb garden, you could chop up some parsley and put it in, or you could go ahead and put it on a bed of lettuce, or like I said, saute. I've tried putting in raw bok choy and spinach, and it isn't the same. When you steam it lightly, and you have a great steamer because we've used it on the show, when you steam it lightly, you chop it up, steam it lightly, and then let it cool a little bit, and then toss it, and it's a whole meal. I mean, it's so filling, and it's so easy to do.
You know, I want to show the listeners one of my secret tools that I love. It's called a Ninja. And I had to chop a lot of stuff, right, earlier.
Right.
But this makes it super quick. This is the blade.
Yeah,
I've had this for years. And then this is
I
like
do
the little
too.
cup.
Uh-huh.
And I just put one ingredient at a time. You put the lid on it, then you top it with this, and you just push
And
the
it's
top,
chopped.
and it chops it very well. And it
Well,
will speed up the process of making the salad.
but what I love about that, and I'm glad you brought it up, because people think they have to have these big food processors in order to do the things you and I are doing, and that's not true. What I love about that is that's what I make my avocado pudding in. I don't have to put it in the big one. If I'm only making one big avocado, that's all I need. And if I'm um, doing a slurry, instead of getting the whip and trying to dissolve the flour or the tapioca or whatever in it, I just put it in that, give it a whiz, and we're done.
That's a great
So it's really,
idea.
it is. Don't sit there and try to get the lumps out and stuff. Whiz it in there, throw it into whatever you're thickening, and it's done. And it doesn't take a lot of room in your kitchen, and it's not expensive. So I really would like you to put that in the refrigerator and taste it again tomorrow.
Okay.
And next time we do the show, give us a little bit of a tidbit, or go ahead and put it in this show tomorrow if you can, and give us your honest opinion, because it does taste different. Now, one other thing you can do, which is amazing, is a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar, white balsamic vinegar, just a tiny bit. That depends on whether you want more tartness. If the pickle juice is enough, you don't need the vinegar. Some people want more tartness. How is it as far as tart with just
I
the two
like it. I think
teaspoons?
it's very, very good.
Two
And
tablespoons.
balsamic vinegar. So my son Marco, he just got back from a business trip in Italy. He got
Uh-huh.
authentic balsamic vinegar. It's
Oh
normally
yeah.
$200 here. He got it over there for $80. So when I go to New York
Yes.
in April, I get to try it.
Oh wow, you'll be hooked. Because I brought back. Actually, I had trouble going through JFK and customs when I came back from Italy the second time, because I had so many of them. Yeah, we took the tour. When you go to Italy, take the tour of the balsamic factory, and they let you taste every one, and they tell you the difference in the aging and it's really interesting. It's anybody that goes to Italy should do the tour of the wine country, and then also of the balsamic vineyards. They're amazing. And you'll see how different it is. I was so stingy with mine because one little bottle, you're right, is $70 or $80. But it goes so far because it's very intense, different than what we buy here. Even though it says made in Moderna, Italy, it's not the same as the one you get over there. So that's cool. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, he said
Well,
he's not going to open it until I get there.
oh, good. He's the one that likes to cook, right?
Yeah, he's the one that
Yeah,
got me back into the kitchen.
oh,
So,
that's great.
well, this
Okay,
was
thank you for
awesome,
being.
Gloria. I love this recipe. This is definitely one I will keep. I do think I'm going to add more chicken though to it.
Okay.
Because I have more chicken and I'm just going to add it because you know me, I gotta buff up those
Yes,
muscles.
that's right. So no, definitely go ahead, and that's what is good. It doesn't mean that you have to serve six people, but if you want it more substantial, like you just commented, put more chicken in it. It doesn't matter, but you did put the full amount of the recipe of everything else. So yeah, it could definitely use more chicken if you have it. Okay, dear,
Yeah,
thank you so much. That was
thank
great.
you
It was
so
easy,
much.
and you're welcome. I hope everybody understands you don't have to get complicated to make a good, healthy recipe. So thanks, Tracy. That was great.
Bon appetit, everyone. See you next
Bon
week.
appetit.